My name is Will. Thank you for tuning into my channel today. Today we're going to be doing a collective energy reading for Monday, December 5th, 2022. So let's see what today's collective energies are. And I hope everyone is having a really good day today. We are getting into that time of year where we are going to be very, very busy, and we just need to really keep an eye on our own energy levels, because it's really easy to get depleted, and you don't even know that you're depleted until it's too late. So make sure that you're definitely taking time to hydrate, to eat, to take time for that self-care. And you know, in the winter, we are always lacking in vitamin D because of less sunlight during the day. So make sure that you are getting as much sunlight as possible. I know that's not possible in all situations because, you know, most people work. On the days that I work, I go in before the sun even comes up, and I'm out as it's going down. So I totally understand that. So just make sure that you are, on the days that you are off, getting as much sun as possible, opening your windows, your blinds, you know, and getting that sunlight. And of course, taking vitamin D also helps because that keeps us healthy and keeps us from getting sick. All right. Okay, and as always, I do not consent to any archon, reptilian, demonic, or negative attachments during this reading. I only accept light and love in this space, and I like to call on Archangel Michael's white light of protection to encompass this reading today. And I would also like to ask Spirit, what are the collective energies for today, December 5th, 2022? Oops. Ace of Pentacles. We have some new abundance coming in. Oh my goodness. So I'm gonna say, since that one popped out, that is probably the card, the underlying card for the whole reading. So we're just gonna set that to the side. All right. And the Hermit. Four of Cups, King of Swords, Seven of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, the Lovers, Three of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, the Star, and the Five of Pentacles. Okay, I have a feeling I'm gonna need some clarifiers, so I'm gonna pull three from the bottom, set to the side. All right, give me a second. Okay. All right. So we have the Hermit. Was the first card put down. So the Hermit stands for, you know, taking that time to look inside, really work on yourself, and spending kind of time alone from everyone to really work on those shadows you have, on all the stuff going on inside of you. That's what the Hermit card stands for. And it's being blocked by the Four of Cups. So the Four of Cups is not being really happy with what you have and wishing that you had something more. So as you see, he's staring at 3 cups, and the universe is handing him a 4th cup. So, but he's standing there looking down with his arms crossed. So he's not very happy with those 3 cups that he has. And the universe is like, oh, here's a 4th one. So I feel like that energy is blocking some of your inner work. Maybe it's keeping you from being able to work on yourself, on your shadow. side, all that shadow work that we all have in one form or another. I feel like not having or not being happy with what you have is keeping you from being able to do that shadow work. And I feel like there is a lot of mental stuff going on. I feel like there's a lot of analyzing, a lot of trying to figure stuff out, being very much in your mind. And I feel like that is stealing your time. That is literally taking away the time that you could be spending on working on yourself. I know it's a very busy time of the year, and a lot of times we will hold off on personal growth stuff to get through the holidays. We tend to do that every year. That's why in January, everyone's like, I want to get fit, I want to go to the gym, I want to get tanned, they start naming off I want a new job, I want a new car, I want, to win the lottery, and they start naming off all the stuff that they want, because we've put off a lot of stuff, a lot of things that we were working on throughout the year for this time of the year to get through it, because the holidays are crazy. And then in January we had this like explosion of, I'm gonna make this the best year ever, and I'm gonna start taking vitamins every day, I'm gonna make sure I'm healthy and fit and whatever. But again, those are all like more like outside manifestation things, but the same principle applies to inner work too. We tend to put a pause on all inner and outer work during the holidays because we're just trying to get through the holidays. And I feel like all of this analyzing that you're doing about your situation and feeling like you're not really happy with what you have is stealing time away from doing that inner work. So sometimes the Hermit card can mean, taking time to be by yourself and stuff. But I think in this case, it really means working on yourself. I really think it means that. In the past position, we have the Queen of Pentacles. So we definitely have had a whole lot of abundance this past year. A whole lot of abundance, whether it's physical or spiritual abundance. We have had a lot of abundance. And so in the future, we have the Lovers card. So I'm gonna say that being too much in your head and not really happy with what you have, that is keeping you from doing that inner work right now, and is stealing your time away, and could be keeping you from, in the future, that doing that inner work is going to perhaps keep you from that union finding that person, whether it's a platonic relationship or it's a romantic relationship. You know, it could be just simply finding someone you're really vibing with, and you know, and you know, potential friend, you know. But it could also mean, you know, a romantic relationship as well. So there is a union in the future, but you may be blocking it by being too much in your head and not spending a whole lot of time working on your inner self, your shadow self, because the universe tends to hold off these unions until we've done the work we need to do. Because if it's a union that the universe wants to happen for one reason or another, maybe it's to, you know, have kids, maybe it's to bring a certain energy to, you know, a family situation, and you know, it could be a twin flame energy, and those twin flame energies are so powerful. The universe will put you on pause, or the other person on pause, until you've done your inner work. So when you do come together, the energy is just wow, just amazing, because you were meant to be together. So those twin flame relationships. There is collaboration as your perspective. So you may be really looking at your situation and being like, okay, how can I improve this? Yeah, because you're wanting to create this. You're wanting to create this. But it's keeping not really being happy with your current situation is keeping you from doing that inner work, and that's stealing time away from you being able to collaborate and get to where you want to be. This is what you want. The Ten of Pentacles. This is the vision. This is the reality that you want, that you're trying to manifest. But it all comes back to needing to do that inner work. Because it is fate, it is a wish that's being granted right now to you, with this union, this collaboration, all of this abundance that you're wanting to manifest, all of this new abundance coming in. You're destined for that, but you gotta do that inner work. And this may be making you feel a little bit out in the cold, because you're like, I don't understand why this isn't working. I don't understand why I can't seem to get to this. But it comes back to needing to do that inner work. All right, I do have at least one clarifying question. Can I get a clarifier on the King of Swords? King of Wands. Yeah, there's a lot of fast-moving energy. You're really analyzing the situation. You may be over-analyzing it, just trying to just really just click through, like, okay, I did this, why isn't this working? Oh my gosh, and it just too much in your mind. And you may not be able to turn those thoughts off, and that is definitely stealing your time. I think and making you feel out in the cold. All right. I think that was really the only clarifier. Yeah. You got to do that inner work. It is so hard to do that inner work sometimes, though, especially when it hits on a very sensitive area of your life or of yourself, mental, physical, emotional, spiritual. It does. It definitely does. And then, of course, we don't want to look that way. We don't want to look in that direction. But and it makes us feel unhappy with our situation. But you gotta do that inner work. You gotta do that inner work. It is, believe me, there have been a few times that, especially this last year, my gosh, this last year was so much inner work, so much inner work. And I know I'm not the only person. I know there are a lot of people who had so much inner work this year and this summer. The energies were so stifled this summer. It really forced all of us to work on things we didn't want to work on, and we weren't really in the mood to work on it because energy wasn't flowing. It was very stifling this summer for about 3 months. And that made it very difficult. But just like a piece of charcoal, when enough pressure is put on it, it becomes a diamond. So that's the same with us. That's the same with us. We are living crystals. We are living crystals. All right. So can I get an energy card for this spread today? I'd like to ask Spirit for an energy card for this spread. I have allergies today. I think because it got warm and the sun's out and everything's drying out from being wet here in Oklahoma, made the allergies come back. All right, we're just gonna pull the top card. Carrying connections. Okay, this is like the second time in the last 3 weeks that I've pulled this card for a reading. And you guys see me, I'm shuffling these cards so much. So that is very interesting. So yeah, I think you're really longing for that caring connection, that collaboration, that creation that comes from a caring connection. But you did notice when I pulled this card out, it was upside down. So the universe knows that there's stuff that needs to be done before you get to this caring connection. And you know what? I'm gonna read that card, the reverse meaning. This card reverse signals a break in communication or a parting of ways for two people, whether romantic, social, or business. The present connection seems to be at or close to an end. If this is the case, consider what healthy action needs to be taken to move on. As difficult as a parting may be, it can often lead to bigger and better things. Keep in mind both the logistical and emotional aspects of leaving this connection behind. Make plans, vent your feelings. Always remember, with every ending, a new beginning is at hand. Yep. So it could mean that too. Like, I mean, that's obviously the meaning of the card as written by Sandra and Taylor, but I feel like it was upside down. I feel like it was upside down because this union is being put on pause. It's being put on pause. It's being put on hold until you do that shadow work and get out of your mind and get out of the mind with all of those thoughts that are just, you know, really taking over. So, and stealing your time away. All right, can I get a Keepers of the Light Oracle card today? And I don't normally read reversals. The only reversals I read are for those energy cards. Because the cards, all the cards have multiple meanings. So it depends on where they are in the spread and what cards are blocking what cards, to kind of give a context for the cards. So that's why I don't read reversals except for the energy cards. All right, can I get a Keepers of the Light Oracle card today? Melchizedek, higher learning. So you've learned from experience. More inner study is now required to progress further. Yep, that has to do with, thank you Spirit, by the way, for that card. That just popped right out. I didn't have to pull that card, which is great. I like it when cards pop out because it's like, I know that's meant for the spread. So not doing that inner work is putting this caring connection in, I don't want to say jeopardy, but let's just say on hold, because you need to do that higher learning, that inner work, that inner study, as Melchizedek is saying. You know what? Let's learn a little bit about Melchizedek today. Okay, Melchizedek is a high priest who is mentioned in the Bible's book of Genesis and many other sources too. He is here to assist the earth through the ascension process, which is basically moving everyone and everything back to a state of love and harmony. He appears with bright light around him and a long white beard to match his ancient high priest ways, and is said to have his own order of light-filled priests who are able to help spiritual people develop their gifts and qualities. As he works on a high energetic level, we can connect with him through sacred geometry by focusing on ancient star-shaped symbols. Extended message. You have learned so much to this point. You are learning more every day. You are recognizing all the great lessons your experiences and challenges have brought to you and are preparing for a transition or inner ascension where you will move beyond another level of fear and into inner sanctum of your heart and soul. Become aware of patterns, ancient symbols, and signs being sent to you from the universe. There's a sense that you are now able to focus in a new way and offer greater light to the world. Melchizedek and his order are with you now, leading you towards spiritual wisdom. Meditate and connect with their light. You know, and that's something else, especially if you are unsure about what inner work needs to be done, but you feel like something is keeping you from this connection. Meditate. Ask Spirit, ask your angels, ask your guides to please show you what work you need to do. And, you know, nothing may happen during the meditation. Nothing may happen at all. But then later that day or the next day or that week, you may just have one of those aha moments, like, oh my gosh, that's what I need to work on. And, you know, the world, the universe, the world likes to reflect back what we need to work on about ourselves. And so it may be an interaction you have with somebody. And you're like, and you end up walking away from that situation and you're like, oh my gosh, that's me when this happens. Or I was feeling like that a few weeks ago. Or, oh my gosh, like I was just thinking, you know, about that time that I did this and I didn't handle it very well. You know, the universe likes to reflect back aspects of ourselves that we need to work on, like a mirror. So pay attention to those, because that's where you'll get the sign that you need to know what to work on, so you can get to where you want to be in that union. And it may be a twin flame union too. All right, let's do a crystal wisdom healing oracle card. Whoops, that popped right out. Selenite. Selenite is an amazing crystal. I love selenite. Matter of fact, I have so much selenite, it is crazy. I have so much selenite. And selenite is amazing because it is so cleansing. The energy is so pure, so bright, so purifying. I have a piece of selenite on every single one of my decks, so it keeps the deck clean, clear, and pure. So when I go and use it, I know that what messages come through are from Spirit. And it's not energetic residue from a previous reading, from you know, working with another client. It's pure. It's pure. It's clean. It's ready to show me what message the universe wants to show me right now. So selenite's also great for cleansing crystals, for cleansing spaces. So putting some selenite above your, you know, front door, you know, in your windowsill, it helps keep negative energies at bay. So it can all, if we have this very high light from Melchizedek in this reading, it only makes sense that selenite would pop out. That, yes. So selenite really can help with helping us cleanse and purify our inner selves and really show us what we need to work on, because it is cleansing, it is purifying, it brings all that stuff up. I also want to see what they say too. Selenite, divine light. In the ancient world, selenite protected against wanderings of the mind. It invokes mental clarity and divine inspiration. Spirituality is vital for you. You are a translucent soul who moves fluidly through time. Use insights wisely. Avoid confusing past with present. You will see into people's hearts to what motivates them. Do not be manipulated or too eager to please. Stand by what you know. You have the gift of clarity and mental flexibility with the power to make excellent decisions. A situation is unpredictable no matter how solid it appears. Be prepared for challenges and changes. Banish confusion. Clarity is needed. Allow divine light to inspire the future. Let go of something dear to you. Parting does not mean loss of love. Reconciliation is possible. Make the first move. Overheard conversations enlighten you. Being in the flow strengthens your well-being. Yep. Okay. And this is for, again, the crown chakra and soul star chakra. So it's your upper chakras, connecting you to divine light, to spirit, to your angels and spirit guides. So that is the perfect crystal for this spread. That is the perfect crystal. As soon as it popped out, and I knew exactly, because for these two cards to pop out together, that definitely means there's some definite inner work and connection to spirit needed to get you where you need to be. Awesome. Thank you so much for tuning in to this reading. I hope everyone has an awesome day today, has a great week. I will be back in a few days with another energy reading. Thank you guys so much. Much love and light to all of you.